Hello, all. Good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, based on wherever you're seeing it from. So, today we're talking about one of the feature that partners were looking forward. So, till now, because there was an extensibility gap, it was Business Central was lacking an ability to extend the profiles, which means that partners were forced to copy the profile defined in other extension whenever they needed to do some changes in them. With this release, or 2024 release wave 2, Microsoft is now making it possible to define profile extension object. Now what this gives you, this allows you to not to create copy of all the profiles that you have done in the past, if you have done it, which is very common because customer requirements are like this. You now can create the profile extension object in your VS Code. So let's get into it. Let's see what's possible, what's not. But before we get into it, you know the drill. If you haven't, do subscribe to the channel. There's a lot of videos coming about the new release, and I don't want you to miss any of those. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay, so now when you create a new object, you now have a way to create a new object called, and let's search for it, T profile extension. The T profile extension, as in the snippet, allows you to define the structure of a profile extension. Now, what are profiles? If that's a question, let's get into it and search for profiles here. So these are the profiles which are majorly the landing pages for the different users, and then one of these profiles is something that I would have been selected. So let's check this out, which profile I'm using. I go to my setting and I see the role is called Business Central Evaluation and Business Central Evaluation, and let's see the profile name for it, profiles. And if I look at it, Business Central Evaluation is called Business Manager Evaluation profile. So I can actually, if I have to make some changes into it, I can actually extend it and I don't need to copy this. So let me try to copy this or extend this. So if I'm trying to extend this, what I do is I define the original profile name, which should be this, but let me see, Business Manager Evaluation. Okay, here it is. And then I can define whatever my name is or my prefix versus whatever the name I would like to give to the extension object. So I say Manager Evaluation. Hopefully that doesn't cross the boundaries. Okay, now what I can do in this, because that becomes important. So there are certain things that you can do. You can create a profile extension that we did. Then you can kind of modify the behavior of that page, including you can change the caption of that page for sure. You can, and let's go into it. I can change the caption of that profile. I can change the description if needed. I can set is it enabled or not. I can set it to false. I can surely define the description. Obsolete is every object. I can define the profile description, and I can define the promoted, and I can also change the role center page if needed. So I can define a page ID or a page name which will act as a role center page for this particular profile. Now as of today, if you go back into a business center, it's a little bit complex to kind of modify it because then you kind of change it, but you now can do that. But not just that, I can define the role center page as, let's say, any of the page, right? Let's change it to administrator role center page. So the role center page will not be the Business Center Manager Evaluation role center page, which is 9022. So 9022 is, and let's see what is 9022. I actually don't know what is 9022, but that page will change to this role center page when I kind of publish this extension. It's taking time, so I can just check from here what is the role center page for this. So the role center page is Business Manager Role Center, which is the landing page for this user, and I'm changing it to Administrator Role Center page, which is a different page completely, right? What else I can do? If I have page customization, now that's a separate object, so I can just create a T page customization. Okay, and then I can, let's say, customize this page. Page customization doesn't need an object ID, just FYI. So SDH admin role center cust, and in this, like any other customize extension object, I can do certain things. I can you are not allowed to create variable, procedures or triggers. You can only make changes to existing actions or layout. So let's see what I can do here. I can move component here and there using add after, add before, add first, add last. I can modify things if needed. So let's do this. Okay, add first to role center what I want to add, and I can define a field if needed, right? So I can define a field, and if there is a field available on the page, I can just add it. But I don't know about this page what else is available or not. I can surely go into this, and this is, these are the different actions into it, groups and actions into it, right? A lot of has been commented. Okay, so I can surely add component into the role center, or let's say there is no report section into it, which is off. Okay, the only action now remaining is this, but these are disabled, but they are as an obsolete, but I can still use them. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm adding an action, let's say test report, and I'll just add a report into it using the page customization. And I'm doing, let's say, caption. Okay, add first to this. Okay, and what does this control contain? Let's have a look. It contains report inbox and this and this. Okay, so let's add a page part into it. Okay, I can add a field, and I can call it as test, which is coming from a test, let's say. Okay, there's not actually a page called test. Let me see what they are doing, and I'll just copy paste that if needed. Okay, from here. Okay, so I can I add a part? I don't know with the page customization, can I add a part or not? Okay, control 130.1369 report inbox, and it says control cannot be declared. Okay, but if you have page customization available, what you can do, because this is not about this, is you can include the customizations into it, and then customization will allow you to add the page customization into that page if needed, and this will just add those. If you have multiple, you can just start looking for it, and then if there is a customization like this, you can just add it. So if you have page customization, the profile extension does allow you to add those into the profile. So you can change the role center page, you can define the customization into it, you can set it to enable, disable, you can change it to promoted and all. And let's see, promoted is equals to true, and you can change that. Anything else that I'm missing? Let's see. Yeah, these are the only possibilities with the profile extension. And as you publish this, and if a user who was using the business manager evaluation, which I'm using right now, I'll see a different role center page on my screen. So let's have a look on my role center page. This is the default role center page for my user at this moment based on the business manager evaluation, and I'm changing the role center to be the administrator role center. So when I publish this extension on my environment, you'll see that my landing page will completely change. Right now it's talk about sales, purchases, payments, job queues, intercompany, Shopify, and all those things. And because there are sometimes there are certain needs of what kind of role center users would like to see, you can just, without creating a new profile and doing all that, or copying the standard Microsoft profile, you can just change the whole thing here. So this is my new landing page, which is the administrator landing page. And if you create landing pages for your customers or role center pages, you'll understand how important these are for our customers, where they would like to get a customized view of the same profile in a different manner. Everything else which is available in the past still works as it is, but this gives you more flexibility of not copying a profile or not modifying the trying to achieve what your customer want by using the page extensions and all. In these pages you can now actually define a completely new role center page and assign it to an existing profile if your customer wants it. If you have done these things in the past, I'm pretty sure you will go back and fix those for the future, so that it cleans up your extension and it also gives the similar or a better functionality to the customers while they are accessing Business Center. So let me know into the comments what you think about this video. And you know the drill. If you like the content, hit the like button. If you think this is something that other developers and community members should know about, share it on your social media. And as I said in the beginning, if you don't want to miss the fun, whatever is happening, every change has been discussed in detail, do subscribe to the channel and we'll do whatever we can do while learning the new release. I'll see you sooner than later into the next video. Till then, keep learning and keep sharing whatever you're learning so that we share the wealth that we have. Thank you. Have a nice day.